So this weekend's adventure was sparked by Jeep's Badge of Honor. Of course, we live in Georgia, so I needed a Georgia Badge of Honor. And so here in Georgia, we have Beasley's Knob, so not too far from our house. So we took off this weekend up here in the mountains to complete that. And I'm here to say that we did that yesterday, and we all survived, and we made it out alive today. And Sparky is still going. He is going to pull the adventure wagon all the way back home, so he did fabulous. Let me tell you a little bit about what I learned on the trail yesterday and some of our experience. So Beasley Knob, I know I keep saying Beasley's Knob, like Beasley owns the knob or something, but it doesn't. It's Beasley without an S on it. It's a trail system located off U.S. Highway 76 in Union County, Georgia. It is conveniently located 2 miles east of the town of Blairsville. Now this picture here was taken at Vogel State Park, where we camped out for this adventure. So Beasley's Knob has about 13 miles of recreational driving. It is located on the Jeep's Badge of Honor website. The trail, it said difficulty was between a 7 and a 9, and I probably agree with that. Now, before you head off, go ahead and buy your $5 pass for the day online. Right here at the parking lot, before you go into the trail system, there's a big sign that tells you have to buy it online. You can no longer buy it at local gas stations. You can also air down in this little lot, and then there was a pit toilet if you were to need to use that before you hit the trails as well. We aired down to about 20. Oh, and be sure you put your dust cap back on before you head out. These trails ended up being very muddy. You see here the entrance into the park, pretty easy. I was kind of stoked. This is going to be easy trail. We can do it. And then we hit the mud. We ended up having to be winched up this first hill here. Look at the mud. You can see there's a lot of it. Now, be sure you also check online before you head out and before you travel here. This was our second attempt to do Beasley Knob. The first attempt, they had closed the park due to a lot of rain. Now, this particular day that we went, I think it was on a Saturday, and it had rained earlier in the week, so it was still muddy, but it was still passable. We did Trail 93. We did G, F, E, and D. We followed the little red marks there on the trees. Also, there was pretty good bypasses. You can see here it kind of got really rocky. The Jeep that we were with, they went one direction and had trouble getting up. So we bypassed it and went around the other side and had no problem. So that's always a good thing. I'm always looking for trails that have bypasses in case I don't want to take Sparky up something really, really dangerous. Here you can see our friend Slasher's Jeep is having a little bit of a difficult time getting up, but I do have to say he got up. So yay, score! So here's the description online that they talk about Beasley Knob. The system is made up of interconnecting dirt trails, rock hill climbs, and gravel roads through the Chattahoochee National Forest. It is recommended for experienced riders only due to its challenging terrain and steep accents. Now, I'm not too sure if you could call myself experienced. The white Jeep that we're here with is very experienced, so we had someone that could help us through it. So one of my favorite parts about Jeeping is after you accomplish getting up a hill or going through a mud hole, stopping, talking about it, hearing other Jeep stories, learning from the more experienced Jeepers. Here our friend, he's been out to Moab. He does all these cool Jeep ride thingies, and he was telling us some things about Jeeps. Very interesting, very fun to learn. I just love it. So one thing I'm learning today, when you're on a muddy, slippery trail, and then it's very heavily leaved, like a lot of leaves have fallen, it's very slippery going downhill. So you want to put your four-wheel drive in 4 low, and then your gear stick down into 1, and you want to kind of do something called feathering the brakes when you're going down. You want to, sorry about that. You want to just kind of tap them a little bit, because if you touch them too hard, the front wheels lock up and then you start sliding down the hill. And since we're with a convoy here, we do not want to rear end our trail guide. So feathering the brakes is an important thing to learn. We had a great time at Beasley Knob. It was super fun. I'm glad I got my Georgia badge now. I can put it on Sparky with all my other badges. We made it out just fine. We went on a fall day, nice and beautiful scenery. So if you're ever in Georgia, be sure to check this out. Okay, this is where we started on Beasley's Knob earlier this morning. I'm gonna walk up it just a little bit to show you what we did. Of course, these videos never look as fabulous or as dangerous as it is in real life, but you can see it just goes up and up and up. Sparky made it up this. Yes, he did. He has a JK 2008. He's got a 2-inch lift, and he has 33 tires. Okay. Okay, so we have just finished Beasley's Knob here. Chewy, the trail dog, had a fabulous time. And let's just see what Sparky got into. He's still driving. Nothing too bad, but he got a little muddy there. Slasher over there is a little muddy. Slasher's on like really big tires though, so he can handle a little bit better, but Sparky got pretty dang muddy. Pretty fun trail. Come try it out. Of the 4 Badge of Honor Jeep trails that we have done, I think Beasley's Knob rates pretty high up there. The West Virginia trail was too easy and you had to wear this clunky helmet. The one in Alabama was pretty cool, but I love the Georgia one. Beautiful scenery. I would definitely do it again. The Tennessee one was pretty good too when we did it. You can see that Tennessee, Alabama, West Virginia, and my Georgia badges right there, proudly on the side of Sparky. This week the adventure was Jeeping. Next week it might be something else. Be sure to like and subscribe to my channel to see all the cool adventures you can do.